All right, let's get this show started.
In today's news, Francis Ngannou shares a brutally honest prediction for the Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight. The former UFC heavyweight champion recently appeared on Jake Paul's podcast, where he was asked about Jake's upcoming fight against Mike Tyson, who's a friend of Ngannou's. Ngannou replied bluntly, telling Jake that Mike Tyson was going to beat his ass.
When you said that you think Mike Tyson's going to beat my ass.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, I mean, Mike Tyson's knocking him out?
Either way, I think Mike Tyson will beat you up.
I've seen him improve so much over the last couple years, and it's more heart than
but
it is
we're talking
anything.
about Mike.
Yeah, I hear you, but I'm talking about Jake.
Yeah, we're talking about Mike, bro.
Yeah, but
Mike is something else.
When-
He's a specimen. I will move from this side to this side without you knowing.
So what do I have to watch
I
out
know,
for?
like
So what do I
that.
have to watch out for?
Everything.
That's good. Francis Ngannou says I'm getting knocked the f*** out.
I mean, knowing Mike, I just believe that Mike will beat him. It's not like betting against him. It's just like this. I'm like, bro, let's be real.
Sean O'Malley vows to take advantage of Merab's cut at UFC 306. Merab recently posted a video to social media showing off a fresh cut under his eye that he got just 3 weeks ahead of his fight with O'Malley. In an interview with Kevin Iole, Merab's opponent, Sean O'Malley, said that he's going to find Merab's cut and reopen it come UFC Noche.
I am 100% going to open up that cut. Whether it's healed or not, that thing's gonna, I don't know how much it can heal. I've never really had any bad cuts, so I'm not sure really but I'm gonna be, that's the left side of his face. This right hand doesn't miss. So, yeah, I mean, it just adds, I think I'll probably accidentally hit his nose before I hit that cut. That nose just kind of takes up like 85% of his face. So I'm going to try to get around his nose and get to that cut. But Dana referring to him as one of the, I don't remember what he said, one of the stupidest people or beyond stupid or whatever he said was pretty accurate. I mean, the dude's just not that smart of a guy.
Kamaru Usman fires back at quote-unquote delusional Belal Muhammad. Belal's begun his title reign addressing many of his detractors, including Usman. He came up with an interesting way of poking at Kamaru via an AI-generated diss track he posted to Twitter. He also predicted that he'd easily beat Usman inside the cage. Now on his Pound for Pound podcast, Kamaru responded, saying that he can take the belt from Belal whenever he wants and called the diss track corny and weak.
Tell you what, man, Belal Muhammad's got it. He's got pretty cocky with that belt.
Imagine how I feel. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is that guy? I didn't know who this guy was a couple of years ago or last year. I didn't hear his name. I don't even remember his name. More power to Belal if that's how he feels. I mean, he's dropping, he paid for someone to do a diss song or whatever.
Turn it up, turn that up.
Hey.
Turn it up. I got
in my locker room, lacing up his worn-out gloves, thinking about that golden belt, all his dreams of love.
Ooh, hit the best move. That song is as corny as can be. Looking at a golden belt, I have 6 of them in the room next door. Yeah, I can look at belts all day. And if I want his belt, I'm coming to take his belt. I want the fight, I want the fight. But when you've got him saying, I'm gonna sit down, I'll let you guys fight, and then I'll fight the winner. Listen, that's not a recipe for how you make money. So it is what it is. But at some point, he's gonna have to step in there with me, and we're gonna settle it.
Belal responded tweeting, "Okay, first things first, why are they both shirtless?" Followed up with, "He's on a 3-fight losing streak, so he's trying to get OnlyFans to sponsor him. I'm not that desperate yet." Conor McGregor announces his intention to run for the presidency of Ireland. Earlier today, McGregor released a lengthy post. Over X, the Irishman wrote about his intention to seek the presidency of Ireland. The next Irish presidential elections are set to be held sometime next year, but there is no date as of now. It's worth noting that this is far from the first time that McGregor has shown an interest in politics. Tweeting, "As president, I hold the power to summon the Doyle as well as dissolve it. So as I said before, I would have all the answers the people of Ireland seek from these thieves of the working man, these disruptors of the family unit, these destructors of small businesses, and on and on and on. These charlatans in their positions of power would be summoned to answer to the people of Ireland, and I would have it done by day end. Or I would be left with no choice but to dissolve the Doyle entirely. Stop the train until the people of Ireland deserve the answers they seek, point blank. This would be my power as president. I know very well Ireland needs an active president employed wholly by the people of Ireland. It is me. I'm the only logical choice. 2025 is upcoming." Footage of Khamzat Chimaev grappling with Luke Rockhold. Chimaev and Rockhold were recently captured testing one another's mettle during an intense grappling session. The two appeared on Hardcore FC's MMA show, which is a Russian version of the UFC's Ultimate Fighter. Khamzat got the better of Rockhold and nearly got him to tap. Umar Nurmagomedov responds to Merab Dvalishvili's recent remarks. As Merab prepares for the biggest fight of his career against Sean O'Malley, questions about what's next if he wins the bantamweight title are already surfacing. In a recent interview with MMA Junkie, Merab dismissed Umar's case for the next title shot, despite the Dagestani's impressive victory over Corey Sandhagen last month.
And Figueiredo is former champion, and he has big name and he deserved, because Umar he only beat Corey Sandhagen from top 15. Only one guy he beat from top 15. And why he deserved to fight for the belt? I'm not saying, you know, even if I won't be champion, even he has to fight Sean O'Malley, he don't have to. I don't think he deserves to fight for the belt. You know, that's my opinion. That's my true answer. You know, Figueiredo deserved more. That's, if you want my opinion about that.
Now, Umar responded, tweeting, "Merab, just focus on your upcoming fight. Too much Umar in your head. Everybody knows that you don't want to fight me, and honestly, I don't care about you. I'm just hunting for the belt. If you win the belt, we talk." Israel Adesanya issues a statement following the street altercation in New Zealand. As we covered in yesterday's talk, Izzy was recently involved in a street altercation. In the clip, Izzy is seen standing his ground as an individual sized him up before Izzy spit and the video cuts out. You can rewatch the clip in yesterday's episode. Now, Adesanya has come forth offering clarity on the situation. The former UFC champion has filed a complaint against the man, and according to his statement in the New Zealand Herald, he was racially abused and challenged to a fight. The statement read, "I'm extremely disappointed after an incident on Wednesday when a random member of the public stopped his car, racially abused me, and challenged me to a fight. We have been in contact with police and will be pressing charges. On Wednesday morning, I was leaving a cafe on K Road when a passing car slowed and an occupant began yelling racial abuse and challenging me to fight. I smiled, waved it off, and continued to my car. The vehicle stopped and the abuse continued. I again waved it off. The car then parked and the passenger got out, approached me aggressively, continued his torrent of abuse, and demanded I fight him. I tried to de-escalate the situation repeatedly. As he got closer, I asked bystanders to call the police. He then entered my personal space and I felt threatened. To protect myself, I became more forceful in my language and defensive. Though he paused, the abuse continued. So I left him with some choice words, cautiously moved to my car, and drove away. It's ridiculous that I can't buy a pie after training without some idiot screaming despicable things and asking for a fight while his mates film from the sidelines. Threatening violence is no joke, it's very dangerous, and incidents like this must not be glorified online. I hope in the future people say something rather than get their phones out to film." Time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on X and was posted by A. Feltman MMA. Second place meme was found over on Instagram and was posted by As Shopped As It Gets. And the top pick was found over on Reddit and was posted by Work the Clinch. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.